today. It's a blessing to have you back in my home for episode 12. May God bless you for joining me. May God bless you for taking the time to even comment. I really appreciate every last follower, and I appreciate all those who are enjoying the podcast. Today's episode is just a little bit different. I just want to remind people that, do you think you're in love, or do you think you're in stupidity? I know I was in stupidity, if there's such a thing as being in stupidity. And if it was such a thing, I was deep in stupidity. I realize now, at the age of 67, that those were strongholds. I've had many, many strongholds in my life because I was molested as a child. I was sickly as a child. I was compared to a sibling as a child. I was made fun of as a child. And these things became strongholds in my life. You'll read about them in my book. How I loved someone else's child while I suffered. And I was a virgin when I married him, but he caused me to be treated like a prostitute. That book goes on to say my journey to becoming Vicky Vic Say, it took 43 years. Someone asked me the other day to change the title of my book. And I said, no, because that tells my story. That tells my life. And it tells how important it was to me to marry as a virgin, because back in that day, that's what you did. It was an honor to walk down the aisle in a white dress. I'm not trying to put anybody else down, because there were other things in my life too that were sins. But however, to please my mother, I made sure I married a virgin, but instead I got treated like a prostitute. Get my book. You can get them on newhopeagape.org. You can also get them on wasitloveorstupidity.org. Remember to subscribe and tell someone about this podcast. On next week, I'm going to interview 2 people, and they're going to share their story of when they thought they were in love, but it was actually stupidity. I hope I'm helping someone. Remember to follow me on X, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And may God bless you and have a wonderful week.